Hello, everybody, and welcome to another tabletop review of Talislanta. And today we are covering the main role playing book of 4th edition. And this one might be a bit more of extensive a review because we are covering some, well, I don't want to say new material. It's not new material, it's covering some of the same material but renewed. I've been going through the 4th edition book for a while now, and so I've gone through the rules, and the rules are pretty much the same thing. Maybe some minor changes here and there. I have found a few changes. Because there was a, so you still go through the same character creation the same way. Here's the cool part. They got a new look to it too. Here's the new look. Here's part of the new look. Here's some artwork. Nice little table. I love the bordering and the shading. It is good. And then here's the actual, the map of the world. Temerlin. And then the cover book. Very much renewed. This book was written and released in 2001. So literally just about 22 years ago. Let me get this off here. I'll promise I'll show off some work later. So I've gone through some of the rules. Some of the rules are pretty much the same. I think they did change a little bit of combat around. The XP release is the same, so you still choose your archetype. Then you record your archetype, personality for your character. Choose your skills, determine other characteristics. So, and pretty much everything is still the same. You still got intelligence rating, a perception rating, will rating, charisma, strength rating, dexterity rating, constitution rating, so on and so forth. So the attributes are the same, and then they go through the descriptions in each and every one. They tell you how to create a character. Same basic information. They do tell you what a mishap, a failure, a partial success, a full or critical success is. So they did have that, that's kind of nice too. I think they also had that for the past editions, so that kind of really is not a big change. And then we go through some skills that are absolute zero, and then we go through some combat. And I think one of the notes that they had here in combat was if you're not proficient in something, you roll a d10 instead of a d20, which would give you lesser rolls, and you still take negatives and stuff. And then you still have other modifiers. So, excuse me. So yeah, pretty basic through the character creation. Just a brand new look is all they have in this one, but that's okay because I mean they do have some kick-ass artwork. I mean, check this out. Yeah, they got some nice artwork here and there. Magic. Love that artwork. Elemental magic, aromancy, wizardry. The 12 modes of magic. They've pretty much, yeah, they've pretty much, and they got spells. Brief description of each, and I'm pretty sure they got spells somewhere in here. This is definitely a good read and a very good addition to use. I think all the additions are good to use. It's so hard to choose between each one. For me, I like to actually see how the game started and how it developed. See, look at that. A party of adventurers. Adventurers that are not elves, orcs, or anything that we know of. Not even humans. Pretty sure that's a Necronomicon. Pretty sure. That exists in all realms. So yeah, and then we do get into some spells. So let's see what else we got. Lots of good stuff, and it's like I said. I mean there might have been some additions. Excuse me. There might have been some additions made, but most of this There might have been some additions made, but most of this is pretty much the same, and it's just been reformatted. And then we get into the skills selection, and then we have a traveler's guide to Talislanta, which I think we did have a traveler's guide to Talislanta in the first few editions. That's what you use, but this one kind of like makes it to where you don't have to use all that. Talks about the seven kingdoms, the western lands, eastern lands, southern rim, the desert kingdoms, the northern reaches, the wild lands, and then your character archetypes, which is on page 360. This is roughly about 500 pages. So yeah. And then there's a game master section and equipment, and then there's an entire appendix where you have modes of brief, master archetype index. It's where you get a list of everything. So instead of going through the whole book and flipping, you can just flip through the back and it actually has everything right there. It's like a quick reference guide. I freaking love that. And we even have some monsters in here too. So look at this. Muse Telepath. Cimmerillion Magician. Cimmerillion Rogue Magician. Sword Mage. Same thing. Ferzian Peddler. And there's a lot. Last time, if I remember correctly, when we were going through these, we had over 90 of them. So we're not going to go through them all right now. But it's nice that we have them in this format. Much cleaner, much better. Alright, let's see here. And then we have the Game Master's equipment section, which I believe is also much cleaner. Let me go to the equipment section, see if it's... I actually do want to know. I don't want to say it's much cleaner and then get there and it's like, oh my god, it's the same. I'll let you guys be the judge of this because we actually have more artwork. This has actually been filled up. This is, I believe this book actually has had the most artwork ever. The whole thing is art. Yeah. Alright, we're not going to show all of these off. I even think we even get into all kinds of ships. Ships for water, ships for air, and ships for land. And land vehicles that travel. Alright, let's see what else we got here. We do get into some magical stuff, some items, some games, a wind machine. So much stuff, so much, so much new stuff, so much of the same stuff. Let's get to the character sheet. Definitely the character sheet is definitely a very important thing. Oh, and the Talislan script. I like that. And then here's the character sheet. I gotta say, for 4th edition, they could have made it look a little bit better. They could have did better formatting with it. I'm sorry. Like the one that was at the end of the Scent of the Beast one for 3rd edition was a lot better. They could have done just a bit better. Oh, look, a big-ass map. Non-proficiency rule. Some errata stuff. This is the errata stuff that they had to change. The rule these references mentioned was removed from the game. Instead, refer to it using skills that your character doesn't have. Section on pages 16 to 17. Got it. And they have an introductory adventure in here too. That is awesome. So that's it, folks. That is Talislanta. Hey, troublemaker. That's my girlfriend. Everyone be nice to her. So that was Talislanta 4th edition. Pretty much the same as the other editions, only a bit more reformatted, cleaner, better looking. I think it's been definitely added a lot more artwork to it. So, if you didn't like the other 3 editions, here's 4th edition for you to get into it. 4th edition is really cool. Actually, the whole thing is just really cool. Like I said, I like to see where the game started at to where it went. So, and that book was released in 2001. Well, that's everything I had to cover this time. This was a little bit longer. So yeah, they did add some new rules to it, but it looks like the rules that they even stated that they added in there, they amended those and then changed those either to a different rule or back to the same rules. And told you which pages to refer to at the back of the book. So I do recommend it for both GMs and players. If you want to get into Talislanta, try 4th edition. 4th edition seems really clean, very easy to understand, so definitely worth a check out there. You can go to the Talislanta website, which is in my description, and go under 4th edition. Navigate to the Talislanta books, and it's under 4th edition. So, well, that's everything I have at this time. Thank you everyone for tuning in who did, and for the future viewers, please tune in my new my other videos as we go along and explore 4th edition Talislanta. That is it for today, everybody. I want to wish you guys a great and wonderful day, and remember to work hard, play hard, game on, everybody. Have a great and wonderful evening.